Hi everyone, welcome to Stephan Eats, and in this video we are in the beautiful city of Toronto. The 416 Dizzle. Probably not Dizzle, I made that up. In my opinion, other than London and New York, Toronto has some of the best Caribbean food outside of that area. And we are here to explore some of the most unique and delicious Caribbean food you can find in Toronto. Let's start our day right and let's go for a quick cafecito and maybe a really delicious sandwich too. That place does literally 2 or 3 things. Obviously, Cubano sandwiches, and then they also have a pastelito and a couple of little snacks too. Now, before I eat this, I will say, when you're looking at Cubanos, it's not really Cuban, it's kind of Cuban Miami. But Miami, kind of close to the Caribbean, so it's good enough for me. They have different types of Cubanos you can get, but when I think of Cubanos, I think of Miami. Well, Miami is the one I chose, and oh, it comes with a pack of chips too. A little bit smaller than I thought it would be. Looks pretty good though. Oh, look at that. Yes, perfect. Let's open it up. This one should have all the fixings. Yes. Oh, so a little bit of the cucumber, bit of the pickle, the cheese, and then all the ham, and of course just perfectly toasty and in a nice little morsel. Okay, let's go. Oh, I forgot, there's like pulled pork on the bottom too. Full of ham, a little bit of that pork in there, crispy exterior, and then of course the nice crunch, a little bit of pickliness, the cheese. Overall, a nice little morsel of goodness, and it's just an addictive little sandwich. Really delicious. One more bite. Oh man, something you have to eat fresh. Like literally, as soon as it comes off the grill, you have to kind of chase it down with a little cafecito. Oh yeah, wow, that wakes you up. My eyes just opened up by 20%. Before we move on, I did get a little dessert. This is a guava pastelito, kind of like a little empanada. Should have some guava, maybe a little bit of queso fresco inside. Oh yeah, flaky, buttery, a hot gush of sweet guava. We'll finish this, and then there's another really cool sandwich that we're gonna try right after this. Welcome to RIKO BOKITO. This is Guadeloupean food. Now, this is very rare to see outside of Guadeloupe, especially in Toronto. There might be a couple places in Montreal, but what is really famous in Guadeloupe and something you can find almost everywhere, especially street food wise, is the bokit. Bokit is a very unique sandwich, and what's cool about it is it's literally a giant stuffed piece of fried dough. So I was very lucky to go into the kitchen and see him making the dough from scratch. It's pretty much rolled out, deep fried, and then it just pops up like a giant balloon. Open it up, it's literally made to be stuffed, and then of course you can stuff it with a lot of things. One of the traditional fillings is chicken or curry chicken, but we decided to get the beef because we're probably gonna get some chicken after. Now we got the special one, and this includes the egg and the cheese, so it's literally, look at that, it's a whole bunch of beef. Oh, look at that. And the amount of beef he put in here is insane. like literally a pan full of ground beef. Of course you have the egg, and then what's cool is he added his own kind of little special piment sauce. Piment is kind of just pepper in French. We just got the sandwich, but you can get this with like plantain chips on the side. Sometimes they have akra, which is kind of like a codfish fritter. So much flavor. Oh, and the spice. Oh, when we asked for spicy, he had a little bit of a smell and he's like, okay, I'll give you spicy. And he is not kidding around. I wasn't expecting really that much from that ground beef, but it has so much flavor. Wow, it's seasoned perfectly. The bread is just very thin, a little bit crispy, a little bit doughy, but yeah, super airy. And what's cool is it's thin, so you're really just getting a whole bunch of the ingredients. When I was in the kitchen, he said a lot of emphasis is put on the dough because the dough has to be perfect. And that dough is, I can see what he means. It's just, you need the perfect shape for it. It can't be kind of oblong. That beef filling is so delicious. The fry bread almost does have the consistency of like a Jamaican patty. I don't know what he put in that green sauce, but it's so addicting, so peppery, and then yeah, fairly spicy too. I'm gonna come back here and try some of the other dishes because they have some cool other stuff too. But we have lots to eat today, so I think we're just gonna stick to this sandwich, and we're gonna go on to the next spot, and the next spot's pretty damn cool too. And of course, we couldn't do a Caribbean food video without visiting an epic Jamaican spot, and I think we found a good one because right away, I haven't even opened these boxes, but it looks pretty damn good, and it is heavy too. Yes, so we got two just absolute staple dishes. We have the ackee and saltfish. Oh yes, probably one of my favorite dishes in the world. We've eaten a lot already, and luckily for me, just smelling this makes me a little bit hungry. So we're gonna try to wolf all of this down, and it's gonna be delicious. Oh, let's do that. And of course, oh yes, the jerk chicken. Oh, and look at just that epic char on there. And there is a sauce on the side. I have been warned, this is fairly spicy. Right away, as soon as you smell this, like, literally your whole nose awakens, and it's like an impending warning. I think we're gonna start with the saltfish here. Look at that. Oh, so I think both of these just come with rice and beans. Sometimes they do have the dumplings that they make fresh in-house as well. Ackee and saltfish, for people who don't know, ackee is just a super unique fruit that is mostly just in Jamaica, and they use it for a whole bunch of dishes, and it just has this amazing creamy texture, and you can use it in a lot of dishes, but the most famous one is the ackee and the saltfish. And the ackee is this kind of yellowish fruit over here, and it is such, like, literally the smell is just invigorating. Oh, look at all that onion too. Love it. So creamy. That onion, so much onion, and then a little bit of that pepper flavor too. And then of course, stringiness, saltiness, a little bit of fishiness from that saltfish. Once you have a bite of ackee, it becomes a giant addiction. Let's risk our lives here. A little bit of this sauce. Let's try a little dose. Oh Lord, okay. All the extra flavor, it's just filling my whole head with fumes. I can feel it in my brain, I can feel it in my eyes, and now it's just all over the place, but it's so delicious. I just got pulled in because we were talking about the hot sauce, and he's actually selling it. They make it in-house here, and it is not Scotch bonnet. It is something much more dangerous. It is Carolina Reaper. Yeah, one of the hottest peppers in the world, maybe the hottest pepper in the world. Apparently he grows them in his own garden. Dangerous man, that guy. Also, what's really cool too is the chicken. The chicken is actually grilled in the back, and he has this giant oil drum that he found. He kind of repurposed it, and he's created a giant grill. And I think he's already grilled most of the chicken, but maybe we're gonna stop by another time and see how he makes it, because that looks amazing. He showed us some videos, and that's where you get this kind of epic char. Look at that char. Oh, yes, perfect. Look at that drumstick. Oh, okay, and you can just smell the fire on there too. Oh yes. Okay, let me try the chicken by itself. Oh, pure flavor. That bark is really what makes that whole chicken. All those flames have just created this epic bark of just spices and flavor. The outside skin is almost like chicken jerky, but in the best way. Okay, I'm gonna try another piece here. Normally we kind of douse it in sauce, but I am being a little bit careful because, you know, Carolina Reapers, some of them are like 1,000,000 Scoville units, and my spice tolerance is not bad, but it's not like super up there either, so I want to survive this one. Wow, yeah, holy Lord, that is just epic. Once again, that fire flavor, and now you're just adding the creamy kind of rice and beans, and then once again that sauce. It's literally like just eating fire. I think for this chicken it's all about the seasoning, and that bark is just so good, especially when he's cooking it at like high heat. It just creates this crust of goodness. Big respect to this dish. I love it. Next country we are going to in Toronto is a Trini place called Ali's Roti Shop. Trinidad cuisine is also very popular in Toronto, and yeah, anyways, here we go. We got a whole bunch of food, quite a spread, and right away, one of the most common dishes and one of the best appetizers in Trinidad. You cannot live your life without trying a double. Now, a double is pretty much just a kind of piece of dough, and then inside, oh yes, love it, you're gonna have all your chickpeas here. Oh yes, perfect. And normally you can ask, I think there are varying spice levels, but yeah, pretty much just a giant piece of dough, bunch of chickpeas inside, and then sometimes if you're lucky, you're gonna add some extra spice in there too. Oh man, yeah. Oh, so hearty. A little bit doughy on the outside. Not that spicy though. So maybe we're gonna have to ask for, oh, okay. I don't know why I didn't look, but there is some kind of spicy sauce here. Let's see if this outspices the other hot sauce we just had at the Jamaican place. That floral chili flavor, just so comforting, so warming. All the chickpeas in there. Next up is this dude here, and this is your roti, and inside, I think, did we get the oxtail inside or the curry? I think it's the curry goat. Yeah, curry goat inside. So of course, some potatoes there, looked super melty, the curry goat on this side, and I'm just gonna try the curry goat by itself to start. Oh yeah, look at that giant chunk. Oh, love it. Oh my God, yeah. Oh, honestly, putting my fork into it, I didn't think it was gonna be like amazing, I didn't think it was gonna be super tender, but damn, that is some tender goat. The curry flavor, not too pronounced, so I think what I'm gonna do is, oh, look at that flaky roti again. Yes. I'm gonna get some extra potatoes in there. Oh, hot sauce. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you read my mind, my friend, and then just drown it in hot sauce. Oh, look at that. Love it. Oh, perfect. Yes. Yeah. Oh, that's the stuff of legends. Literally melts in your mouth, and then once again, that extra heat for a little bit of je ne sais quoi. I couldn't do a Caribbean food video without giving you some oxtail over here. So, oh yes, whole bunch of oxtail on some beans and rice. Oh, I'm just literally no effort, just the fork is just going right in there. Oh yes, let's see if I can just put this whole thing in my mouth. Oh man, oh yeah, a bit tomatoey, a little bit sweet. Oh. Every part you suck on, it just comes off with no effort at all. I think this would benefit from a little bit of hot sauce. That one is a bit more chew, but oh, once again, hot sauce just literally just pumps up the flavor. Honestly, I think my favorite here is that curry goat in the roti. That is just epically tender. And of course that curry flavor, amazing. And then you add the hot sauce. That's just a grandiose finish to that whole bite. Oh, look at that. And of course, crispy, flaky roti. Man. Yeah, curry goat never gets old for me. Oh, I think that's still my favorite. Bahamian food. This will be my first time. Now, food from the Bahamas, I don't know much about. However, I do know there's one thing that stands out. There's one king of the ocean that is made into many dishes in the Bahamas, and that is conch. So this will be my first time trying Bahamas food. Bahamian food? Bahamian? I think it's Bahamian food. And it will also be my first time trying conch. Before we even start with the food, we have a couple of cool drinks here, and I think they even make these themselves. This is a tamarind switcha, and then this is a sky juice. This looks like I think it's just coconut juice. Oh, it smells like pure coconut. Love it. Holy Lord, that's amazing. Oh, there's chunks. A whole bunch of chunks of coconut. I think there's some cinnamon in there too. Almost reminds me of like an horchata, except horchata doesn't have coconut in it, so I actually like this a lot more. And of course, I kind of know what this is probably going to taste like because it's tamarind, so I'm expecting it to be fairly acidic. Oh yeah, oh, that's really good too. A little bit sweet, kind of like a honey flavor, and then just a bit of a little bit of acidity at the end. But I think for me, coconut is just so addictive. This is your conch salad. Now, like I said, I think we got just 2 conch dishes. We've asked for this fairly spicy, and I think they have given us the spice because those green peppers I don't think are bell peppers. I'm pretty sure those are your spicy green peppers. So let's see if I can get, oh, okay. Let's get this bit of conch here. That's really the star of the show. And then a whole bunch of onions, some tomatoes, and then I think it's probably gonna be similar to a ceviche, but I'm not quite sure. I really don't know what to expect. Okay. Literally just did the Tour de France of emotions. How do you describe it? Right away, citrusy, a little bit spicy, get the crunch from the veggies, and then as soon as you bite into that conch, you're kind of chewing it, and originally it doesn't have that much flavor, and then just a burst of sweetness. It's almost like, I would say it's a mix between a clam and a scallop. One more bite of that conch. I could have actually asked for a little bit more spicy too, but that green pepper, I don't know which type of pepper they put in there, but lots of flavor. Oh, okay. Oh man, yeah. Just a burst of flavor every single bite. This is cracked conch, so it's just deep fried conch. Oh, and then there's a little bit of sauce, rice and beans. There's some macaroni cake, some plantains, and some coleslaw. So this will be conch a different way, and right away I think I have to start just with the conch by itself. So super crispy. Oh, look at that. Yes. Okay, perfect. Almost calamari-like, and then just dip it into that sauce. Oh, love it. Look at that. Perfect. Yeah. That sauce is really good. Lots of batter, and then yeah, you chew it first, and then it starts releasing kind of a sweet flavor, and that's what really is amazing about conch, is that sweetness at the end that it gives you. We're gonna try a little of this macaroni cake. Well, that looks really cheesy too. Oh yeah, very cheesy, bigger macaroni. It's almost like penne. I think I'm gonna do a kind of rice, conch, and plantain combination. Let's get some of that rice on there. Oh, and then a conch. Yes. Oh man. That rice is outstanding. Now, that is banana. It's fairly sweet. But then that rice, oh, so much flavor coming from there. One more bite, just the rice. Oh. That rice is just so much flavor, and then paired with everything all together, yeah, that's a perfect marriage. Next spot, and this is another type of cuisine I've never tried before, and I'm also extremely excited. This place is called RHUM Corner, and it does Haitian food. Now we've come here at nighttime, and they have a special. With every plate, you get a pina colada. So we got 4 plates. Also, we already pre-drank before this, so it's gonna be a good night. What's also cool is it comes with a side, I forgot what he called this. This looks like a whole bunch of pickled veggies, but also just as exciting is the Scotch bonnet hot sauce. The first one is a cod fritter, and I forgot what it's called. It's an acra de morue. Now, luckily for me, Haiti is a French-speaking country, which means that some of these words I can say fairly easily. So this one, even though normally when I hear acra, it's more like a kind of round shape and not really like a dough, but this one looks more like an empanada. But there should be some cod in the middle. It smells very kind of vegetal, maybe some peppers in there, and I can see a little bit of that cod in there for sure. Oh yeah. I don't know how to describe this. It's almost like the best of every world. The crust is almost like a samosa. And you get the potato, which really does remind you of a samosa, but then you get that super amazing saltiness. I think it's from salted cod. Oh, yeah, that's full of flavor, and definitely the onions in there too. I think they're onions. Either onions or, oh, you know what? Maybe they're not onions. No. That's like a super kind of intense, spicy pickled cabbage in there. Whoa. Oh yeah, damn. Okay. I put a lot of spice on that thing. That is just full on flavor bomb extravaganza. Round 2, and this is maybe the most popular Haitian dish. This is one of the only Haitian dishes I really know about. This is called griot. Now, what griot is a whole bunch of, I think it's marinated first pork, and then once it's marinated and cooked, it's then deep fried at the end. And I think it's marinated in a whole bunch of citrus, but what you end up with is this super kind of, look at that, oh, just fall off the bone, tender, porky fried goodness, some fried plantains on the side, and of course, some of these peppers too. Look at how tender that pork is. Oh, it just took zero effort to pull, like literally took zero effort to fork into. Okay. Oh man. Oh yeah. Oh, that's legendary. That's amazing. Wow. And it just keeps on giving you flavor every bite that you take. Right away, you can tell it's been braised first because it's so tender. And then the deep friedness just adds a little bit of like a crispy coating on the outside, but not too crispy. Look how tender this is. I'm barely using any effort to like break this apart. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Just, oh, yes. Oh, love it. Okay. Now, of course, the move, I think this is crispy plantain here. I'm gonna put a whole bunch of this on top. And I'm gonna make kind of like an open-faced brioche sandwich. Oh my God, yeah, wow. I can see why this is a national dish and why people are so addicted to it. Crispy kind of tostone bottom thingy. And then that pork, once again, just mesmerizingly tender, crispy, and then of course a bit of extra floral spiciness from the pepper. Holy Lord, that's good. That is really damn good. Next dish, and this dish is kind of cool too. This is called boulettes. So boulettes in English is meatballs, and these are Haitian style meatballs. The spices are be a little bit different. Of course, there's some rice here. Don't know what this is, but I'm kind of guessing it's beans, so I'm just gonna pour it and see. Oh, maybe not. What the heck is this? I have no idea what that is. Okay, I'll put that to the side. I'm assuming that's for the rice? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, a bit of acidity. Fairly simple flavors actually. Yeah, a little bit of acidity and then not much else after. But I think the thing you're supposed to do is combine it with everything else. It's pretty good, but after that griot, I don't know, man. I think that griot has kind of stolen the show. We have confirmed that these are just literally just black beans. Kind of cool the way they liquefied them though. This is Haitian fried chicken. Comes with the black bean rice, of course. And then what's really cool is they have, I think it's a honey cayenne sauce. Right away, I think I'm gonna pour some of this cayenne honey on there. Oh man, maybe I'll do that drumstick. Oh, look at that. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh, that is just, oh man, I think I used all the honey. Sorry, David. Okay, let's do that. Oh, yes. Oh, juiced on my nose. Oh, there's hot honey on my nose and I'm not even gonna rub it off. That is a top tier fried chicken right there. That is just insanely juicy, a little bit spicy, and then that hot honey, really not too sweet, just a little bit more cayenne in there, but look how freaking juicy that is. Oh my god. And insanely crispy, very crunchy on the outside. Honestly, everything super delicious, very well done. I think faves here 100% are the griot and that fried chicken, hands down. And that will be all for our Toronto Caribbean food tour. Barely scraped the surface on this one, and also we stayed mostly within the Toronto city limits. I know that there are many amazing spots in the suburbs as well. If you do enjoy our videos, well, stay tuned because we are crossing the ocean into another country for a couple of pretty cool videos. Anyways, if you do enjoy this channel and if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon so we can notify you of future videos, and of course hit us up with those comments. We'll see you very soon. Ciao for now.